And like so many matchups in the NFL. Lucky week 13 it is. Everyone hoping for a little good fortune this time around as we enter the home stretch of the regular season. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
And all those touchdowns he had last week, Kate, he traded every one of them in exchange for a victory. It's team over individual for him. So even though he himself is coming off the exact type of showing you want, that kind of efficiency usually wins you games, he's not happy about it. And he will be focusing on rectifying those things here.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It was the rookie from LSU that time on the tackle. Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Here we go, set. Set, go.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Finds him over the middle. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Let's go now.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. Escapes the pocket. Cowboys rush it in and they bring him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Let's go.
They'll send him over right. 3rd and long for Nix. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And it's their 5th-year quarterback leading the charge.
You know what I like, Kate? I like that even though he got burned a couple times last week, had the interceptions, he didn't let that throw him off his game or make him gun-shy to keep pushing the ball down the field. And look what that mindset got him as a result. 3 touchdowns, and much more importantly, a win.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
3rd and long for him here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Hits him on the out route. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. Throwing it again here. This is on target to Christian Watson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2nd and 4.
Mother,
Great fly through the air,
what?
Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Boy, offenses that connect in this
Oh,
intermediate
straight
zone
to
are
miss
so
that
effective.
throw?
Getting the completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. It
Yo,
just couldn't
what the
find the
fuck?
connection. I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia,
No,
that is
I need
a
to fucking
perfect form of
passes.
it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Back to throw, needing a first.
Yo, they bugging, yo.
As the coverage comes through with a
They
fourth down
bugging.
stand.
They bugging.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever
It's
met a
bugging.
defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You know, we fucking got
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
fucking passes.
From the 46. That'll be caught by Troy Franklin. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Broncos will have a first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Got his target, it's Baker. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass.
We're doing some goofy shit to him. Doing some goofy shit to him.
Time for our second quarter. Let's see if the Broncos can capitalize in the red zone. Here's a give up the middle. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Nix from the gun. And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown.
He's doing some bullshit. Here we go.
Let's get the game's first points here in the second. Javon Baker with the touchdown.
Smith red, check white, blue check.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Cowboys and their running back about to get back to work. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting second right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Trying to work quickly now. Back to the well again. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Here's 2nd and 11. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count.
Holding offense.
Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. Back to the line they go. It's second down. He'll look to throw. He lobs it up. Left sideline looking for a jump play. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Yo, they tripping, yo.
Now they'll throw out of the gun.
Yo.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a
Yo, they doing some goofy shit.
You know, once he senses the pressure, he's
They
getting rid
doing
of that
some
ball.
fucking
It
goofy
takes a
shit to
player
do.
who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And that fair catch
My
corrals
drop.
just
I
beyond
never
the
had this many
25-yard
drop
line.
passes.
The
In this game.
Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Throwing on 1st down, Nix.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here. Oh, this one's intercepted. It is Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it after he records the 70th interception of what has been an incredible career. That is one of the longest throws we have or probably will see in this contest, partner. It's too bad it wound up in the hands of the defense on the interception.
You know, Kate, when I see throws like this, I see images of Bo Jackson back in the day. As a Kansas City Royal throwing Harold Reynolds out from the warning trap. 300 feet in the air, he hummed that baseball to gun down the runner at home plate. The difference here in football, yeah, you throw that ball up, that DB's also got to run 50-some yards, go up high point and make a play. That is just incredible defensive football.
From the red zone now. Caught near the goal line. And in for the Dallas touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here comes the Bronco offense. And it's going to be interesting to see, Brock, if they're a little rattled, seeing that interception end up costing them the lead. Things all tied up now.
Okay, maybe a little rattled, but these are pros. And part of that is understanding. Those guys on the other side, they're capable of making plays too. The key now is to go atone for it and get that lead back.
Should have been picked off.
And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Yeah.
21-yard gain. And that'll be good for...
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Here's 2nd and 7. Complete to Mims. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. This finds Franklin. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. The Cowboys
Mr.
signaling
Goofy.
for their
They
first
doing the
time
goofy,
out.
Tony. They doing the
Ball
goofy,
at the
Tony.
33 for first
They
down.
doing the goofy.
They'll throw again. Nix. Brought in right
Goofy.
side.
They doing the
He
fucking
pushes this
goofy.
down to the
They
22-yard
doing
line.
the fucking goofy. They doing
It's a
the
pickup
fucking
of
goofy, Tony.
11. And the Broncos will have a first down. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up third down. Here's Nix to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. Jake Elliott on now to attempt this field goal. This is going to be a 46-yarder. The kick by Hopkins is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Here's Carter on the return. And look at this return. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he fights his way forward to get this to the 45. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running. He sends this one to the end zone.
Oh my fucking God! Yo, yo!
9 seconds left. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. He's back to throw. Lobbing this into the end zone.
Yo, what the f...
There, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. He'll throw it.
That's bullshit. They ain't cheating, yo. They fucking cheating. They cheating the shit out of me, bro.
Right here and get started with
That's
the 3rd
crazy.
quarter.
They is fucking cheating like a motherfucker, yo.
Elliott's
Wow.
all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Cowboys and this running back headed back out for a new series. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting 2nd right now across the league in rushing yards. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. Another carry for him. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Pass play on 1st and 10. Pass complete to Dulcich. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. They're working quickly here. Second and 3. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a cornerback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position, and most importantly, swat that pass away.
Complete beyond the marker. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And this is run down into the red zone at the 19. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. From the 19. Into the hands of Dulcich. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that side.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here he is on third and long.
Oh my fucking... Yo, they cheating me, yo. They cheating me. They is fucking cheating.
That's we got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to
fucking
execute.
cheating me.
Protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play call back. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Fielded at the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Fucking cheating.
Denver set to take the field on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. A lot of mess on the move here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grab the lead on their first series of the half. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Evans now to return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. The Cowboys returning their offense and this running back to the field. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They'll come out throwing.
Yo, what the fuck is going on?
Still a good play defensively as that
What fucking this kid fucking...
No dice on that prior pass.
Yo, this is crazy, yo.
Setting up a throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with third and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase.
Yo, that's crazy to me, yo. They bugging.
For him in coverage. And that really did help force the incompletion.
They'll throw on third and long. Oh my God, he threw a fucking interception. He threw a fucking interception.
After his second interception of the season.
He threw a motherfucking interception.
Looked like that's the receiver it was
this
designed
nigga's
to go
kick.
to on that play too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where as a QB you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of you. If you stare down your receivers in this league,
oh, that's crazy to me, yo, how this game is fucking sitting up here cheating me.
Shotgun snap to Nix.
Yo, look at this shit.
And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll
Look
be
at
good
this
for a
bullshit
Denver
what they
first.
doing to me.
Working inside the red zone.
Yo, look at this.
One's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
We'll see what they come up with for third
down.
This
is crazy, yo. They taking this game from you. They literally taking this game from you. They is literally taking this game from you.
Let's go.
play action with Nix. Bails out of the pocket quick. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. This only a chip shot from the right hash. The kick by Hopkins is good.
Jeez, no,
and
they
that'll push it
cheating.
to double digits in a two-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a two-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Here's Carter on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. They're coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Here's the one back on the handoff. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't...
They connect on the deep shot.
Oh, shit.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys making a 4-point game here in the fourth. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the fourth. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Starting from the 5.
Oh, my
and
God.
Look at this return. Races past midfield.
This bullshit.
Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They bring their tight end left. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside.
Yo, come on, man. Y'all niggas, man. Y'all just gonna do me like that, bro. Y'all just gonna cheat like that.
1st and 10.
Y'all just gonna cheat like that.
They give it to him again. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. From the left hash, this will be from 50. Got all of it, and this is good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that... cost him a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
And he's out a little short of the 30. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He's going deep this time. Brought in inside the 20. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys come through to tie it in the fourth. They have this try now to put them in front late. And he comes through on the kick to give them the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Cowboys 24, Broncos 23.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Broncos offense all set to go. They find themselves down here in the fourth after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Throwing on first down, Nix. Short pass brought in. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
There we go. Set. Go. Go.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Mims with the grab.
That's some bullshit.
And he'll be
That's
brought
some
down a step or
bullshit.
two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
Nix from the gun.
Come on,
That's into the
man.
hands of Franklin. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Let's go now. Roll.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back-to-back carries here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down.
Here we go. Here we go. Set go. Ready.
To throw. Able to get it to Franklin. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Check white.
Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout.
A 49-yard attempt.
That one is good! And late in the fourth, they have grabbed a lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
And it's the equivalent of what a touchback used to be here, up to the 25 before going out. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. Blown back, it's the handoff. Up the sideline, past the 40. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Going to the ground again on first. And he's tackled for a short gain. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up. And you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Here he is to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Here he is to throw. Try and push it deep downfield. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth.
Back to 60. Back to 60. Go.
Now to throw. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there. But it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. So now then, after the penalty, this is first and goal. He'll look to throw it. Almost had six, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever. Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. Back to throw. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down.
Oh, my God.
Play late in this ball game. So it's a win for the Broncos. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.
This class is over.